Top news: Bill Maher calls Dems irrelevant after Fawning Trump visit. Bill Maher thinks that Democrats need to drop their woke baggage before it kills the party once and for all. On the latest episode of the Club Random podcast, the comedian and real-time host warned that true believers of the culture could render the party irrelevant. Maher, who was joined by musician Winston Marshall, laid into the Democrats, including those who still wear masks due to the COVID-19 pandemic, just weeks after his visit to the White House to meet Donald Trump on March 31st. There will always be the people in the rear guard, just like there are people who are still wearing masks, you know? Once you start something, you get a certain amount of cult followers for anything, and then the true believers never die, Maher remarked. I mean, a lot of people would say right now the Democratic Party is still in that mode, which is going to render them possibly an irrelevant party if they don't change. Instead, the self-proclaimed old-school liberal suggested that the Democratic Party should lean more towards centrism, arguing that it is the opposite of the wokeness that he believes plagues the left. Specifically, the real-time host condemned the emphasis today on identity politics. The woke faction would like to believe there's some sort of extension of liberalism, but they're not, he added. They're usually something that's quite opposite. Liberalism was we should have a colorblind society and not see race at all. That's not what the woke believe. They're the opposite. Let's put race at the front of everything. Maher received criticism from fellow Trump critics for sharing dinner with the president. Following his visit, the 69-year-old deemed Trump gracious and measured. He even called him one of the most effective politicians, regardless of his policies. This apparent softening towards the president, which seemed to surprise even the comedian himself, is in stark contrast to Maher's previous criticisms of Trump. Everything I've not liked about him was, I swear to God, absent. At least on this night with this guy, he claimed in a long-winded monologue during HBO's Real Time with Bill Maher on Friday.